What's going on? Roosters in the background crowing. That's a good sign. That means everyone's healthy, feeling good. Don't you love the sound of a rooster? And hell, forget having one rooster. If you have 3 roosters, you're really going to love the music. We're going to try and get as many roosters as we can in one season to really get the music flowing. We want to get all the neighbors and all the lands around us to get all screwed up, crazy, pumped up. Hey guys, I'm Ryan, Pioneer, One Loft Race. What are we doing today? Man, I got woken up this morning. I was in a dead sleep. I was snoring. I was dreaming. And then the doorbell goes off. Who is there? The one and only Fabio Luss. That's right, guys. Fabio brought his birds over this morning. And what an amazing experience that was this morning. Why was it so amazing? He came with coffees, not only for me and for Ricky, black as we like it. He brought one for himself. Actually, we weren't sleeping. We were relaxing. So Fabio showed up. We had a coffee, looked at some birds, coffee, chatted. Shit, he was here for 2.5, 3 hours. Super fun. Always great to see Fabio. And what loft name is it? It's Gotti versus Ward. That's the loft name. He brought his birds. I got to trim the flights today. Birds are looking great. We're working on the red loft here now. Birds are outside. They're feeling good. I know you guys, I always like to say, please like, share, and subscribe. This show always works best when you guys participate. And remember, tonight, 8:30, we're gonna go back to where we were last night in the family show. It was my fault on why she all went to shit. And I just had complete full storage. Everything was jammed up. And there was nothing I could do. Hey, Jay-Z. Hey, Tracy. Good afternoon. It's 21 minutes into the afternoon, depending on where you're at. But birds are looking good. We're going to get back to that family show this evening. So, guys, 8:30 tonight. Me and Loft Manager Richard will be back into the swing of things. Birds are looking good. They had their breakfast this morning. They can go in and out. Oh, look at this. We got a sneaky guy. Look at that, eh? He's being sneaky. Everyone's in the loft doing good. We're working on the other loft. Birds are starting to go into there now. I think there's about 60 in there. But what we wanted to do is show you Gotti versus Ward, the youngsters he brought in. And the reason why we're doing this is because, hey, he always supports us. He came over, and I wanted to show the other day when we were doing flight cutting how the flight cutting works. So, as you can see, youngsters are out. They're doing their thing. Again, up and down like a roller coaster. But overall, very, very impressed on the health of the pigeons. That's what is the key. You can see it. Take a look at the standing. They're looking good, looking bright. Sure, is the odd one ruffled and humpty-dee-doo-dee-dee-da-dee-dee-dee? Absolutely. A lot of stress, a lot of pressure, a lot of inches. So, we show you the good, the bad, the ugly, the perfect, the non-perfect, how life really is. And that's okay. Again, before we move on, and I got to give a big shout out to Fabio. He brought his 8 pigeons, and he's already selected 4 for the Hunger Games. So we've already got 4 entered into the Hunger Games. And what are you talking about? How can he enter? How does he do it? Guys, this is the Hunger Games right here. All the pigeons that you see, all the pigeons that have been sent in, there is 344 pigeons that have not been entered into the Hunger Games, but you can enter it. If you have birds in this race, if you have sent your team, you have between now and June the 1st to activate your birds. $100 a pigeon. It gets you into the board and bond race money. It gets you into Pioneer Hunger Games money. 2 shots, 2 races. The pot now is over 1,500 Canadian dollars. So guys, if you have birds here already, now is your time to activate them. You have between now and June the 1st to do that. After June the 1st, that's our last day of intake. After that date, we open it up to the public. So that means Jay-Z can buy Fabio's birds that aren't sold. David Tracy can buy the Lion's Den's birds. It can go back and forth. You can build your own birds, your own team to participate. And guys, the Army is looking good, looking bright. I'm going to do some flight cutting. You see, you got great wind today. The moose is looking ever so good. Another season with the moose. I've got Fabio's birds there, which we are going to go through. And these are the new guys. And the new guys are the new guys. Nothing fancy yet. Nothing fancy. Just leaving it be. Leaving it be. We got to pull some birds still out of here. I've got some birds that I have for holding that have to go to the United States of beautiful America. And there the group is. They get to go in. They get to come out. In, out, in, out. We were going to change this loft up, but we decided to leave it. We're going to go at it a different way. Reminder, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Hunger Games open now. Open now. Look at some of our Americans. Stand a man, there is your bird. We're setting things up a little differently this year. You didn't scrape the boxes. Nope. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to build a little different immune. So don't worry. Don't worry, guys. We're looking for help. Birds all look real, real nice. So far, so good. I got to move these baskets. I haven't got around to it yet, but we're just making little ledges. It's okay. Again, the aviaries are all open. So all the little kitties can go in and out and in. I got to figure out how I'm going to slide that open today. There we go. So that's what I'm going to do today. Let's, I should have moved that here. There we go. Here we go. We're going to go back outside and we're going to look at Gotti versus Ward. Remember, guys, you can enter the Pioneer Hunger Games. We want to get every bird that's in this loft, and in that loft. We want to get you into the board and bond race. We want to get the board and bond race over 1,000 pigeons. Now, if we take in 500 and we can get all of our Army entered, and they can do the same, and they can get another 500 of the up north combine birds and outside guys birds in, that will be 1,000 birds. The race has never seen 1,000 birds. But guys, we're going to do it. We're going to do our best for that boarding club so they can make money and have the biggest young bird open in at least the last 10 years. But guys, we're going to need your help. So let's get down to business. Ricky's landscaping today. I'm going to get to start to cut the flights. I'm going to show you the birds, and we're going to go about it that way. So on that note, if you have questions, please wake up and ask them. Birds come in real, real nice today.
I'll give you a hand on a hand there.
I can do it. It's all right. I show the people how single you can do it by yourself. You don't need. This is a great job to get your kids to help you with. But here's the first bird from Humber Valley, $23,699. Just going to show you the pigeons. You can take a look. You see the nice health. How do you cut them by yourself? Well, it's simple. Separate the feathers like that. You got the 3 in a row. There's one wing. And again. And that's basically how much I'm cutting off. A little bit more than an inch. And there you see it. That's how it's going to look. Simple, nice, easy. Again, if we are on, please let us know. Questions, comments, or complaints. And I'm going to just put them in here as we roll through them. One thing I got to say about Fabio, he always likes to name his pigeons, which is fun. This is the Club 1000 band. Money bands. Brought money bands to us. This is the confidence Fabio has. This is the 809. And again, trim. Trim. Bird looks great. Very nice. So a reminder, tonight we will be on the Pioneer Tuesday night family show. We're going to Tuesday night it up. Why are you cutting the flights? And what we're doing here is we're cutting a flight so the birds are going to fly with a full wing. That means there should be no holes in the wing while they molt. See, pigeons molt roughly 2 flights a month. So in a month they molt this, the next month this, the next month this, the next month this, the next month this. So if my math is right, we're going to cut the 3. And that means from 1 to 7, they will have that done by sometime in September. So the pigeons will fly with a full wing, just like this bird is right now. This bird here has a perfectly full wing. But in 2 months' time, he's going to have a hole, or he's going to have a hole. He's going to have different holes from molting to flights. And how are we going to get them to molt? We're going to give them 16 hours of daylight. Very simple. Let's cut the next one. Humber Valley, 23670. Again, last year, Gotti versus Ward entered 1 bird, and it made it all the way to the end. This year, he's back with 8, which is great. And there you see it here again. That's how much we took off. That's how much. The bodies should be all done to molt, so they're going to look like old birds. They're going to look like old birds. So hopefully that explains it. This is the nicest, man. This is a real nice pigeon. 808, another money band. Beautiful blue-white flight. I think it could be a cock. Who knows? Again, take off a good inch, inch and a half. Hey, if you want to take off 2 inches, you can. It's not going to matter. You're drying out the flight. And this is going to be 2.5, 3 weeks process. The flights will dry. Then we're going to pull. And that way, when we pull, it's not hard on the bird. It doesn't hurt the bird because you're drying out the feather. Very, very nice quality in pretty much all the birds that have come in. And that's a tribute to you guys. You watch the show. You're up in your game. You're doing better and better. And guys, right now we have signed up 516 pigeons. Can we get to 600? My favorite number is 9. I'd love to see 900. We've got about 2 weeks to go. If everyone buckles down and loads up, it's going to be awesome. Next one up, 816. And as you see, you don't have to measure it perfect. You don't need a ruler. You don't have to get all fancy. None of that. Just cut, and that's it. Just cut, and that's it. Never done that. Hey, oh, there he is. I haven't seen him in a while. You got to tune in on the family show. But when you tune in, Gang 1, since he's pretty much always on, there's your award, my brother. Look at what it is. Gang 1, Pigeon Porn Watcher of the Night. He won that about 4 weeks ago. And I hadn't seen him on a family show, so we wanted to give him this award. He's on here now. There you have it, my friend. Again, I'm normally a guy that does the darkening. But I liked what I seen on the light, and I always think, hey, let's change it up a bit. Let's grow the flowers in the sun, in the light, instead of the flowers in the dark. In the UK and in Belgium, they're a little different. Same here. Mostly everyone darkens here. But down in New York, New Jersey, they're on the lighting system. And what I seen at Sam's place, I wanted to try it out. I know it'll work. I believe in Sam. He's a hell of a good pigeon man. Who's this guy? 23,698. Again, you can cut 3, you can cut 4. You do the math on it, figure it out. Doesn't hurt him. A little bit of a job pulling, but hey, that'll be a couple drink day. Again, quality, very, very nice. And Gang 1, you're going to be able to get into the Pioneer Hunger Games. Gang 1, for 100 Canadian dollars a bird, when it opens up for activation, Gang 1 can pick 10 pigeons. That's $1,000. 1,000 Canadian is about maybe about 450 British pounds. And he's in it. He can pick an all-star team. Selection is key. Have some fun. Have some fun. This is why this is the people's race. Because why? We give the people the opportunity. Oh, this is another nice one. And again, I got to give credit to Fabio. He's got a lot of the Emile Denny's pigeons. Man, this group is very, very nice. 23,671. I will say, whenever Fabio comes over, he brings some beers or whiskey or coffee, and we don't ask, but it's always a fun time. Today he brought the coffees, so we topped the coffees up with a little bit of cognac, just to have a little fun in the morning. And that's what it's about, thinking outside the box. There you go. You say you can cut 3 flights. Cut 3 flights. Flight feathers. Yeah, you see? There's the 3. 3 flights. Not 1, not 2. We cut 3. They should have full wings by September or on their 7th flight coming in. Last one up. Troy, how does cutting the flights affect the flight? Yeah, it does. Well, what you're doing is you're cutting it, you're pulling it, and the old flights come right in. So the bird technically molts it in. You're just slightly speeding up the process. So this bird here dropped 1. So by the end of June, 2. By August, those 2. He's got a full wing. You see it? He's already dropping this one here now. So let's say by the end of June, these 2 are gone. By the end of July, these 2 are gone. By the time this bird's in August, he's flying with a full wing again. And the body is going to completely, because we got him on the lights, the body's going to go. And you start to see, you see the feathers coming out? They're already in the light at the people's lofts already, because it's naturally over 12 hours. We're going to extend it. So here, 3 again. And it doesn't bother them moving in the loft. Now, Ricky's got his own young birds. They're rambling now about an hour. His own youngsters, 20, 25. He has his own. We're going to cut his flights, and we're going to pull. We're going to first cut them for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Then we're going to pull them. Now, his birds are already rambling. So they're going to go up, and they're going to do their thing. And again, I've been down to Indiana. I was at the guy who won the, what's that race? Tom Schilling. I was at Tom Schilling's about 5 years ago. And he had youngsters the same like Ricky's. And he did the flight cutting system. And at first I really seen it. And his youngsters were going out, and they were flying about 15 minutes. They should be flying an hour. But because they had no 3 flights, they can't stay up as long. And they kind of sound like helicopters. But that's okay. They come in, flies a good pigeon. Oh, I got it. Yes. You don't do anything to the tail feathers, well, you're going to have to wait and see. You're going to have to wait and see. You can't tell. You got to watch as you go. Try, Ryan. I'm cutting the flights. What effects if it has on pigeons when they flying for old birds? They're going to have a full wing. They're going to have their adult feathers. You're just speeding it up. The wing's going to be full. Here you have it. Simple, simple, simple. And again, these birds here, most of them will, by the time we pull them, they start to molt the flights already. Most of these birds here, most of them have kicked first, second flights. So you know, make sure they're molt. They got to be on the molt, but you dry the flights out, and away you go. Let's rotation this around. Literally every bird that's in here has dropped. Majority have dropped the first or the second. There's some pretty old birds in here, but there you see them. Good afternoon, David Tracy. So again, we are going to be on tonight for the Pioneer Family Show, the repeat show. Repeat. And that's that. And it's not a repeat of the repeat. It's the show died and we have to redo it. So it's like a repeat of last night's show, but we're going to continue to talk canker. We're going to show some birds. Again, Will be on. I wanted to show him. He purchased a couple birds. And here's an auction bird here. Guys, get into the Hunger Games. If you have birds in here already, go ahead. Don't worry. Get them entered. I just had someone ask, do I pox the birds? If you want to pox them, go ahead. We will be poxing here in June. So we will be doing poxing. It's up to you. Again, I have to pox because I got people that are poxing, and we don't want the same thing we had last year. So I recommend it. And as you see, looking good, looking bright. And the pigeons rotate around all day, in, out, in, out, in, out. Sitting on the stumps, enjoying.
Mosquito spreads the pox to them. It's 3 times worse for the birds.
Now, we're definitely going to be poxing because, again, mosquitoes can pass it. They pass it amongst each other. The birds can pass it when they're fighting on the roof, drinking in the water, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to pox them this year. We're going to pox them. I've got the vaccine. And, hey, we're going to go from there. As you can see, guys, they look good. They look bright. We bathed them yesterday. We'll wait a day, hit them with the bath again tomorrow. And that's that. We're going to start letting birds out around June 1st. The blue loft's going to go out. And then around the 10th or 15th of June, the second loft goes out. Very simple. Very easy. And Ricky's going to be doing some gardening around the moose. Ricky's got the garden center going. He's feeling like planting. He's living off the grid, he says. Ricky is going off the grid. And yeah, our neighbor zone here is a disaster. But hey, that's okay. Again, $500 if you can jump on the moose without any help. Ian did jump on the moose, but he had to have a boost. So that's why Ian did not win the prize money. As I say, what I'm going to do is leave you with this thought. if you have birds in here already and you don't want to miss the boat, Pioneer Hunger Games. You can go on our website, go take a look at the Hunger Games entries. You're going to see where you can go and buy your pigeon. Go and buy your pigeon. David Tracy, buy the pigeons that you want to enter in. It's $100 Canadian per pigeon. That's it, start to finish. And your birds are entered into both those races. The pot starts to grow now. Owners, you have till June 1st. And then it will be open to the public for another 7 to 10 days, and that will be the end of it. It will be closed at that point, and it will not reopen. So, there's the Hunger Games. There it is. You see it. It's in black. It's in white. I should rotate this up. Say, hey, I'm Ryan, Pioneer. One Loft race. Lots of fun. Thanks for flying with me. And remember, we're the race from start to finish. We have fun. We have games. We train the hell out of them. We work them sensibly. We work them hard. We don't fly in tailwinds. We fly on the days that the birds go out. If it's a tailwind, it's a tailwind. But predominantly, headwinds, crosswinds, good heat, good stiff racing. And the pigeons that finish our race normally go on to breed consistently good pigeons. Hey, get into the Hunger Games. Let's get boarding over 1,000 birds. And guys, let's put some more racing up for you guys on the birds and more cash in your pocket. Thanks for flying with us, guys. I will see you tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, Northern Pacific Times. Thanks for flying with me, guys. Bye for now.